everybody know.
I just turned 60.
And you should let everybody know. Like, say happy birthday to you.
I only embraced it when I went to CVS and they ask you your birthday when you're getting your prescription. And so, someone said, oh, you got a birthday coming up. And I said, yeah, and I blurted out, I'll be 60. And I was like, oh, why'd I say that? But everybody turned around like, for real?
Yeah, it's hard to believe. You don't look 60.
Well, thank you very much. I'm Stephanie Lee Taylor, and I just turned 60 years old. I grew up in West Oak Lane. And I started my culinary career back in 2000. Well, actually a little before that. But I was working in finance, and I realized that my heart was in the kitchen and not in the cubicle. So I took my 401k and I went to culinary school. I said, if I'm going to do it, I'm going to have a degree in it and push myself forward. And after I got the degree, I moved to California, where I worked in television for 13 years. And then I moved back to Pennsylvania to help my mom, who's aging. And this restaurant was a prayer promise almost 20 years ago, but it just came to fruition in 2020. Due to the pandemic and the quarantine, I lost my job, and I was 57 years old, and I was like, whoa, I have to look for a job. And you know, when the quarantine happened, we had no idea how long it was going to last. So I prayed about it, and it was like, okay, everything I've done up until this moment was just training ground for this. I've managed different restaurants. I've had my own catering business. And so I just took everything and dove in head first. And here we have Welcome Home Café, which is, I consider it home style with a healthy twist, because we have our home style favorites along with some healthy items. We have a couple vegan options, we have vegetarian options. We don't serve pork, we don't do sodas, but we do have a house-made ginger ale that's made from fresh grated ginger root. So that's why I consider it home style with a healthy twist. May 15th, we celebrated our 1-year anniversary in the midst of what, you know, some are saying we're still somewhat in the pandemic when I opened. And I figure if God tells you to do it, you're not going to fail. Employees, getting and maintaining. For some reason, people just, I guess they don't want to work anymore. I don't know. And then they'll come in, they work for a little bit, and then they're gone. So it's kind of weird because we have like a nice family vernacular going on here, and people just one day just don't show up. They don't call, and you know, it's weird. So employment has been, you know, our thorn in the side, so to speak. Do like to have people that are experienced in culinary, and I think that is one of the reasons people quit, because they're taking this job and they don't realize it's tough, it's work, you're on your feet, you know, and you have to move and you have to remember, you know, so there's a lot of things. So I do prefer to have someone that has already been in, you know, the restaurant business for quite some time. However, I have given, my first server was actually a 16-year-old girl who had never had a job before. Her grandmother came in here, and I was running around, and I'm like, I'm so sorry, you know, we're short, I don't have a server, blah, blah, blah. We had just opened like a month, and her grandmother went home. She said, I have a teenager that needs a job. And she went home, she told her about it, she called me, she came, and she's been here for a year. You know, and now she has server experience, and she actually did very well. Watching the people enjoy the food. Watching people eat grits that have never eaten grits before, and loving them, and just seeing people indulge in different food items that they've never experienced. The most popular thing is probably the fish and grits. Our grits are famous in the area. People always talk about the grits when they do reviews and things like that. I can't say that I have a favorite item because it took me over a year to make the menu, so the whole menu is like my baby. I cradle the entire menu. But some of the popular things are the salmon BLT. People absolutely love that. The chicken and waffles. The shrimp and waffle is something different that most people don't do. And we have something called a latke beni, which people love. No one else has it. It's something that, there's a few things on our menu that only we do. So.
That would be a twist on eggs benedict, right?
Yes. So that's 2 latke potato cakes with some smoked nova, poached eggs, cider applesauce, and hollandaise sauce. People love it. Something that happens here that I don't see in other restaurants are how people talk to one another from table to table. It's called Welcome Home, and people really feel at home when they come here. So they say it's just so comfortable and it's warm and it's friendly, and people just start talking to each other from table to table. And we have regulars, and every time they come back, they bring somebody with them, and it just feels good. I've done ads for our local football teams and soccer teams and things of that nature. I've donated to different charities that come in. We've done the art festival that they have. We participated as a vendor in that. So we've only been here for a short period of time, but I think I've touched on a few, and I've catered for Jenkintown High School. So. I hope to see us in a larger location with outdoor seating, and just continuing to grow. And I think that with the things that we have and the customer service that we offer, because you can have great food and poor customer service, but we strive to have both. So, I'm looking for us to grow tremendously over the next few years.
That's excellent. Thank you so much.